Well, if you're going to end up in the NIT, to be not just the 1 seed, but potentially, I guess, maybe the number 1 overall, is that kind of a consolation? Nice consolation?
I don't know. It's good to be at home. We are going to be shorthanded. I might as well start out. Jermaine's out with his shoulder. He had a partial separation there against UCLA. He actually played with it for a while, and he's out. Will's going to be out. He's got a hip problem. We're hopeful Dante will be able to play, but he hasn't been able to get his ankle right from the game. So I'm not sure who we're going to have, but we definitely are going to be without our 2 starting guards. And Dante is, I don't know, do they have hopeful as a category? I don't know. They got out, game time decision, probable, doubtful. I'm calling this one hopeful. So
for it to be back-to-back years for Will to end in this way, when all the talk last year was you wanted to come back, you wanted to be happy, you wanted to, to end in a better way. This is not the terms that he wanted to go out on. So just what is not just the last couple of days, but really the last couple of weeks, because he's been playing this for a while.
No, he's been playing with it for a long time. He has fought the whole year to get healthy. He's missed a lot of practices, tried to get ready for games. But he went in for MRIs, and so they not going to let him play. And but he has fought it all year, and he's tried to battle through it, and I admire him for that. It's been a rough year physically for him, but he's continued to meet the challenge. But it was really bothering him, and so they took him in for MRIs and decided not to let him play. So. And like I said, Jermaine, I knew something was wrong because he kept rubbing that shoulder and asked to come out, and that was the first time he's asked to come out all year. So I knew that was bothering him. And, Dante didn't have a good game against UCLA. You could tell especially that first half, he really struggled. But it's that time of year. A lot of teams are banged up, and so it's a great opportunity for some of our other guys to really get out there and battle and see what they can do.
Are those guys, if you play long enough, that they could come back, or are they done for the run?
I think Jermaine possibly could. Will, I don't think we'll be able to.
That's kind of been the story of the season. I'm sure you guys won't make excuses, but how hard has it been when it seems like week after week you just can't be healthy. You don't know who's going to be out there.
Well, it's one of those things. We've had some fortunate years. We've had some other years that haven't been so fortunate. But that's part of the game and part of any athletic contest. You got guys, that do get injured. It's the tough part of the game. You play for the enjoyment, and injuries are no fun for anybody. And so. Just gotta fight through it. Last year, we had some sickness with mono and COVID and stuff, and this year we're just the injury bug. And poor Jermaine, had surgery early, and Brennan's been banged up all year. Never had a partially torn plantar fasciitis, and we had Keeg at that. That was a first. So. Just been one of those years, but we got to fight through tomorrow. We got to swing away. Russ has got a really good team. They kicked the heck out of us early. We weren't ready for that type of, and they've got a really established team. They've got a 10-man rotation that they're using, and they've been healthy all year. I looked at their stats. I think their teams missed 15 games for the whole year, and so. Kind of like put it in perspective. I'm watching. I'm going, man, their rhythm's good, and man, they play together good, and they've been fortunate. So that's the way the season goes for teams, and we just got to fight through it. Got to swing away tomorrow. Like I said, Ty's going to get a lot of opportunities. Luke Ward's going to get a lot of opportunities. Khalil's going to have to play a lot more. So we're going to have Brady and Gabe. Handle the ball with Key a little bit. So we're going to have a lot of different looks out there tomorrow, and we've been practicing here the last couple of days trying to get ready for it. But it will be a different look for our team.
How similar or different are they from what you saw back in November?
They're not. I mean, they're playing the same guys, kind of the same rotation. Davis is a tremendous three-point shooter. They got 4 or 5 guys that can really fill it up from 3. Got the 2 big guys inside that are really physical and get to the rim. So, no, it's basically the same team, same guys, really deep. Like I said, they rotate the 10, and then they got 11 and 12. Their 11th and 12th man can play, some. So, but they will rotate the 10, I'm sure, like they've done all season, and watch their tournament games, and they played those 10 guys and have a pretty good rotation.
So many of the teams that are successful in the NIT are the ones that embrace just the level of competition. I mean, no one wants to be in this tournament, to embrace it. Do you get that sense from this team?
Well, our guys were excited. They're a little down that, they know Jermaine has meant, a big boost to our team. He's second leading scorer, and I think first or second in three-point shooting. So, he's been a big part of our team. Will's been a big part of our team, so they're a little down about that. But, I think the guys are excited that they're going to get an opportunity to play. Luke's looking forward to it, and Ty's looking forward to it. Khalil told him he's going to have to play more minutes. So those guys will have an opportunity. But, everybody wants to play in the NCAA tournament. That's everybody's goal. There's 362 or 3 teams, whatever they are, and everybody wants to play in that tournament. But, there's 100 teams between the NCAA and the NIT, the 2 tournaments that are backed by the NCAA, and we're one of those 100 teams. There's 263 teams that don't get that opportunity. So I hope they embrace it. It's not where we want to be, and we've said that from November when we had guys going down early. We got to fight through it. You're judged by how you overcome adversity. Everybody's good in the good times. You're judged by how you overcome adversity, and we've had some adversity. We haven't done a great job of overcoming it, and that's if there's anything I can say negatively about the season is, I challenge the guys. Adversity strikes. How are you going to respond? And it's one of the great lessons for further life. How are you going to respond to adversity? Because, like I said, when you got a job and your whole family's healthy and everything's going good, everybody's good in that situation. You lose your job, your wife gets sick, one of the kids gets sick. Then you got adversity. How are you going to handle that? And that's how we're judged. So we haven't done as good a job as I'd hoped. We haven't overcome the adversity like I'd hoped. But, this is just another chance for us to swing away and try to overcome it.
Last question. We've talked a lot the last couple of weeks about Khalil playing more. If it wasn't for Dante just playing so good, what's this opportunity for him like?
That's partly true. Right. Okay, you got to earn time.
Right.
And, he's been like this in practice. He's been like that in games. So, part of that's true, but part of it, you've got to earn it, and rebounds per minute, fight, determination, those are all working here. We spend a lot of time in practice. You got to earn a little of that, and and that's for all the guys. That's just not for Khalil. That's for all the guys. But Dante has had by far you talk about work ethic. First one to practice, last one to leave. 90% of the time has been Dante. And you look and the results have been there. He's really improved. He was first team all conference, and the regional thing came out for the NABC, and he was second team. So he's done a lot of good things because he's worked his tail off. All right, guys.